everyone. So today we'll be discussing how to copy your files from your Linux instance to your laptop or vice versa. So let's say you have your laptop, you have some files in your laptop, and how do I copy it in my EC2 instances? Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so for that, all we need is some tools, some softwares that we need to install in our systems. First of all, what we need to do is we need to download the PuTTY tool, or it is also called as a PuTTY or PuTTY tool. So I'll be giving the link in the description. So you can download the PuTTY tool from the link. So here I'll be just giving the link in the description. Just open it in any of your browser. And from here, just go to your Windows installer for PuTTY. And as per your as per your operating system, just download it. Either it will be 32-bit or 64-bit. So that you can check it from your PC. So just go to this PC, just right click on it and click on properties, and this is where you can identify the operating system. So it can be either 32-bit or 64-bit. So my system type is 64-bit. So for this 64-bit operating system, I'll be needing to download the 64-bit installer. So I'll just click on this, download this installer in my system. So I'll just click on it. It will download automatically. We'll wait for a second. So here you can see the installation has started. So this has downloaded PuTTY in my system. So I'll just open it and I'll run the installer. I'll just click on next. I already have it. I'll just click on maybe repair. So for you, it will appear to install the system. So for me, it is showing as repair because I've already installed it. But for you, when you are trying to install it newly, you have to just select all the defaults and just click next, 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 and just install the PuTTY tool in your system. The next thing that we need to do is we need to download and install the WinSCP. So this is the tool, this is the software using which we can copy the files across our local machines to our EC2 instances or vice versa. Okay, so for this again I'll be giving the link in the description on how to download the WinSCP. So just click on open that link. Okay, so just open the WinSCP link and over here you can see download WinSCP. So just click on this and you can just close this advertisement, and this will download the WinSCP shortly. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. So here you can see the WinSCP has been downloaded. So I'll just run the setup. So I'll just install it for all the users. I'll just select yes and just click on accept, and I'll select the typical installation and click on next and next and install. So I'll just install by keeping all the settings to default, and then I'll just click on so I'll just click on launch the WinSCP. You can just keep it and just click on finish. So that will launch WinSCP in the background over here, right? So now it will ask me to log in to my server. So what I will do is I'll just go and create a EC2 instance, and then I'll just add the host name, username over here, and then I'll just show you how I can just move the files from my Windows system to my Linux machine. So I need a Linux instance, I need a Linux server. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a server. So I'll here inside my AWS console, I'll just go to instances, click on launch instance. I'll just give it any name. Let me give it a name as Ubuntu server. And I'll select the operating system as Ubuntu. You can select any operating system of your choice. I'll just keep it as Ubuntu. And rest, I'll just select a key that I already have. In case if you don't have a key, you can just create a new key pair. I'll just allow SSH, and I'll just click on launch instance. So this will create an instance EC2 Linux server, in my AWS account. So I'll just go to that instance and I'll get the public IP. So here you can see that instance is in a running state. So the username of this instance, if I click on connect, I'll get the username under the SSH client. So the username is Ubuntu and followed by the DNS name or the public IP. So I'll just go back and get the public IP here. So this is my public IP over here. So I can just connect to this machine using the public IP. Okay. So first let me connect to the system and let me just add few files. I'll just use the instance connect. Let me just create few files just for testing purpose. Okay, I'm inside my server. So let me create few files. Let me do echo. This is a file from Linux server, or let me give it as this is a file number 1 from Linux server, and I'll just create a file called as file number 1. Similarly, I'll create a file number 2. This is file number 2 from Linux server, like that. So I have two files here, file 1 and file 2, which are in my Linux machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy these files in my Windows server. So for that I'll be needing WinSCP. Okay, and for the WinSCP we will be needing the PuTTY tool. Okay, so for WinSCP I'll be needing the PuTTY tool. So if I just show it here, so let's say this is my WinSCP's tool. In order to access this, I will be needing the ppk file. So I have downloaded the PEM file. I need the ppk. So it will be key.ppk. So while creating the EC2 instance, you can create or download the ppk file. In case if you have missed it, in case if you have missed downloading the .ppk file, so what you can do is you can just convert the PEM file into ppk. So let's say this is my local server. This is my laptop, and from my laptop I'm going to copy the files, or let's say move the files from my machine to my Linux server, like this. So when you're trying to connect it using the WinSCP tool, you will be needing the key. Okay, the key that you have downloaded, that should be in a PPK format. So while creating the instance, you can download it in the PPK format, or in case if you have not converted or you have not downloaded the PPK file, you can just convert this PEM key. So let's say this is my key.pem. You can just simply convert it into mykey.ppk, like this. So this can be done with the help of PuTTY tool. So converting the key, that can be done with the help of PuTTY tool. So that is the reason, that is the purpose why I downloaded and installed PuTTY tool. Although this is anyways optional. This is only for them who already have a PEM key and they want to know how to convert the PEM key to PPK. Although while creating the EC2 instance, you can directly download the ppk file. That is totally up to you. This is just an additional information for them who have a PEM key and who wants to know how to convert a PEM file to a ppk. So let's see how to convert this PEM file into a ppk using the PuTTY tool. So this is the process. So for that, all you need to do is just go to your Windows and just for search for PuTTYgen. Okay, this is the tool which get installed after you have set up PuTTY in your system, and just open it. This is how the window will appear, and just click on load and load your PEM key. So here just search for all files, open your PEM file, mykey.pem. This is my mykey.pem. Just open it or just load it and just save it as a private key. So while saving it, you have to save it with the .pem key extension, or you can just save it with my key and the extension will be taken automatically. You don't need to add the extension .ppk. It will be taken automatically if you select the save as .ppk over here. and just click on save. So now what I have done is I have just saved the key. So if I go to my downloads, you can see a key is will appear. So this is the ppk key. So I've converted my pem file, my key, which is in a pem extension, to a .ppk. Now I can simply connect my Windows with my EC2 instance via the WinSCP tool. Okay, so for that, just go to your how to copy the files using WinSCP. Just open your WinSCP, add the EC2 public IP like this, username, and then in the advanced settings, you have to upload your ppk key here. Okay, so let me just open the WinSCP tool. Okay, I'll just open my WinSCP tool. Go to search for WinSCP. I'll just open it, and here I need to provide the host name. So in the host name, you have to add the EC2 public IP. So just go to your EC2 instance, copy the public IP and paste it here. In the username, you have to just go back to your EC2 instance, click on connect, and under the SSH client, in the example, you will be able to find the username. So my username is Ubuntu. Just copy that username and paste it here. And in the advanced settings, just click on advanced and go to authentication, and this is where you need to add or you need to upload your ppk file. Okay, ppk key. Just click on this, go to downloads. This is mykey.ppk, and I'll just click on OK and login. I'll just accept it. So now you can see on the right hand side, this window over here, this is my Linux machine and this is my Windows machine. Okay, this is my local, uh, we can say local machine, right? If I go up and if I let's say go to up, I can go to my downloads here. I can see all the files that are present in my downloads directory, and these are the files from my uh, EC2 instance. So I can just copy them and drag and paste it here. I can just drag and drop it. I can just click on OK. So you can see here these files have been copied here. Now if I go to my downloads, you can see these files are appearing. Now if I open these files, maybe with any editor, so I'll just open it in one notepad. You can see this is a file number 1 from Linux server. Similarly, if I open file number 2 with notepad, I'll be able to see the message. This is file number 2 from the Linux server. So this is how I can copy the files from my Linux to my Windows. Similarly, sometimes we have to copy the key, right, from our Windows machine to our Linux machine. So for that, again, you can just simply drag and drop them in your machine. So let's say I want to copy my key. So I just copy, drag and paste it here. I can just drag and drop it there. You can see the PEM key is now been pushed to my EC2 instance, and I can verify it. So just go to your EC2 instance, and now I will just type ls, the list. You can see my key has appeared. So this is a very simple process to copy your files from your local system to your EC2 instance or vice versa, right? So with the help of WinSCP tool, it can be done with ease. Okay, so this is all about what I wanted to explain you related to copying the files from your local system to EC2 instance and vice versa. Okay, so if you liked our video, just don't forget to subscribe, and please put your comments about the video. Also, you can just visit our website for more insights, wherein you can, we are an academy wherein we train candidates on AWS and DevOps, and you can just go through our website and go through the testimonials of our candidates who have been already been placed in top MNCs. You can also go through our demo videos wherein we have posted our demo videos. You can go through the syllabus copy wherein what all tools and services will be teaching in DevOps and AWS, right? And you can also connect with us over there. We have all our information. We have posted our Google reviews, feedback from our previous candidates, right? We have posted our phone numbers, mail ID, and you can connect on with us on Facebook or LinkedIn, or we have our YouTube channel, right? And you can also get more insights from our website, that is www.pandacloud.in, and that is where you can go through the demo videos, syllabus copy, testimonials, and other information. All right, so thank you for watching the video, and see you soon with some few more additional videos. Thank you. Thank you.